Alright lads and lasses, welcome along to Tuppence Tuesday. This is something that happens all the time, always getting asked it. We're moving from Excel, I've always done it this way in Excel. Power BI doesn't let us do it, it must be dead limited. Let's have a look into that, shall we? So, Power BI's got some serious limitations, they'll tell you. Can't do this business critical chart, they'll say. Alright, says I. Show us the chart, let's see what we can do, see if we can work out a way around it. Out comes this thing. Not this particular one, but something very similar. The main thing I want you to see with this is, well, you have a look at it. Do you understand it? Can you have a look? Can you say, I can get where that, I know exactly what, yeah, that makes sense. Because probably you can't, man. Don't think you can. But hand on heart, amount of times I've had people say, well, Power BI won't let us do this chart. Honestly, I'm pretty glad it won't. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Now, this particular chart, as you can see, it's a climate data chart. I've put a link to it on the video. Not saying it's a bad chart, not saying it's a bad set of things, but for a business chart, it wouldn't do much. So Climatemps included this chart. They also included the data behind it. So I had a look at the data here. Pretty simple. Wrote a couple of DAX measures, pulled it into Power BI. In Power BI, all I've really done, and you can see here side by side, I've split it up into a few charts. Now these three charts are basically showing almost everything that's on that main chart there. But it's easier to understand. We've got our temperatures. If I hover over it, it gives me the sun angle, or the average sun angle. Everything's in a column as well. So all of April is down there. January, February, everything's aligned. It all makes sense. I can see at a glance how everything links together. We can see the chance of rain. We can see how much sun there is versus cloud. It's clear. It's more concise. And that's the point. Suddenly I've got something that's got much more business value to it because I can clearly see what it is. And my department might be interested just at the top. Steve-O's department, he might be interested in the bottom chart. But I can see what's happening. We could add more labels. We could do more things to these charts. Just because I've done them like this doesn't mean it's the way it's got to be. But being able to split it out and separate all the data out makes it much cleaner, much easier for someone to read it and understand what's actually happening. So that's it for me, Tuppence Tuesday. Hope we'll see you again next week. And obviously, stay safe, stay locked down.